Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be setting up a tree farm that auto-collects the drops from the leaves. I hope you guys are ready. So we have this island that has just been here this whole time, just setting off into the distance over here. And what better thing for this than a tree farm? We're in just enough distance to it that we should be able to set up a tree farm, and the sapling should be able to grow. But we're not going to make just any old fashioned tree farm. We're going to make one where we can plant everything. That'll be a step one. It'll grow. Then we can just harvest it, and then there'll be something that will auto collect all of the things that we will harvest. And I think that we could set that up. We'll be dabbling a little bit today in some redstone, just a little bit. But I gotta clear that island out first, and you know what that means? That means a time lapse. So I hope you guys are ready for that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the stuff I'm gonna need. I have a super shovel here. It is iron, but it's super to me. But we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get that cleared up, and yeah, enjoy the time lapse. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there. I know it wasn't very long, but it is something new that I am trying out for the vanilla stuff. I have the ability to do it, so I hope you guys are liking that. I hope you guys enjoy those. I'll plan on doing more if I get a good feedback from you guys about that. But let's go ahead and grab some ladders here. This is going to help us out. We're going to grab some regular wood. I already have some slabs going on. Then we're also going to grab some sticks, because I'm going to explain here in a minute what we're going to actually do, but I do need a bunch of rails. Let's go ahead and just start with 64. Let's go a little bit more than 64. And then let's also grab some powered rails, which will be redstone. This is why I said we're getting a little bit into some redstone. Just a little bit. We're going to dabble into that. And we'll grab a little bit of those. 18. How about that? That should be plenty. Then we should be able to make a actual cart. There's our cart. I am going to grab some chests, because we're going to turn this into a hopper cart. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we will put a chest in here. That should be able to be combined with that, right? Just like that. And we get a minecart with a hopper. Very simple, very easy to set up. We're also going to need a supply chest, so we'll just drop the chest there, and then we'll actually make another hopper. Or 2 hoppers, actually. I usually like to have two hoppers that this thing can drop into. It usually drops into it faster, at least that way. So we have all these little odds and ends things. I do need a bit of grass. I don't need 4 chests. I only need 2 chests. But there we go. So we have just about everything I think we're going to need, right? We need grass. We have our saplings. Everything should be good. Now, this thing is not going to be 100% lossless, but it is going to prevent a lot of stuff going away. So glass. We are going to need glass. I was also going to grab something else. I don't need all of this stuff. Oh, I was going to grab dirt. That's right. Dirt should be in one of these chests. Yeah. So that should be plenty of stuff. If anything, we can just throw stuff in our chest and be good to go. You know what? My boat has surely disappeared on me. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a new one. I think I put it in a chest somewhere and forgot about it. That would make a lot of sense. So I don't need that rotten flesh. I do need the boat, though. That is just going to make my life a little bit easier. By the way, I put these stairs here just so it'd make it a little bit easier for me to get down. And I'm going to head back to the island. Now, you should see on that pattern that there are spaces in between. And it is made out of cobblestone. Well, the cobblestone's kind of going to be hidden. So we won't even see this cobblestone. This is literally just a building block. What we will see is the dirt that is going to set on top of the cobblestone. So I just need to place all of this on here, which shouldn't take very long. And then we'll actually start building the regular structure. Now, this doesn't have to be in any particular order. I literally just tried to take up as much space as I possibly could, while also leaving room for a rail to go in between each one of these. Now, I don't know if I'm almost positive other people have done this sort of build. I haven't actually watched any particular videos. I know what the cart can do. I know what I know how trees work, and I know how hopper carts work. So I have recently used them, which is actually really fun. So I figured having a hopper cart system, having some sort of system for hoppers would actually work really well in this situation. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, I think after this, we're going to set the rails up next. And that should work out perfect. So all of our dirt is placed. Let's start working on how we're going to place these rails. And I have a feeling that the 64 is not going to be enough. We may have to make a bunch more. But we are going to have the rail run over here. And it's going to run through here. I think right here is where I'm going to have my output chest. It's actually, the output chest should go like literally right here. And what we'll do is we'll put the chest here. And we'll put the hoppers. I'll have 2 hoppers going into the same one. That just gives it a better chance for the actual cart to stop there. And we'll use normal rails on top. And yeah, we're just going to run the rails all along the sides and waving in and out of each section. Just like this, going around and around and around. Now, at certain parts, I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to set this up. So, like on this part, you're like, oh, well, I don't want this cart actually running through here. I'm going to have it swerve in, like this, go around this way. Actually, we should probably rethink that. Now that I'm over here, I should probably rethink this whole thing. Because this section is going to be kind of tight, and I do want them going in and out of this. So, best thing to do, just remove this whole section, and we'll have this split by two, actually 3. I'm going to do 3 just to make it look better. And this will also give us a little walkway in between here. And that should work out. That should work out pretty well. All this is going to be covered anyways. We're not going to actually see any of this as it goes on. But we'll actually put the power rails down in between here soon. So this section is now done. Now, some drops may not be picked up over here. We can actually just move the cart like that. And just getting the cart basically everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. I think I might actually remove this section. I'm trying to think, if I have this cart running on this side, should I just have it go in and out, go all the way around and then come back? Good, that's a plan. There's a plan. I think what I might do... I want this to go around, but I think I'm gonna have to skip this whole section. We're just, you know what? We're gonna use this section for something else, for some other automation. Because for right now, this is technically not even needed here. I think we may put another farm or something over here. Because I plan on this island. Honestly, this island's gonna be kind of covered up for the most part. We're gonna have this tree farm in here, but we're gonna kind of decorate it a little bit to an extent once we get some more wood, because right now we are lacking in that department. Alright, so this is going to work. We'll just go ahead and keep going this way. Now, as you can see, I did just run out of rails. That's okay. We'll go ahead and get some more rails here in a little bit. But instead of just, you know, going and getting more rails, actually, you know what? We may need to... actually, I think what we'll do is we'll have this go all the way around and come back over here so it collects all the stuff on the side. What we're going to do is we're going to build a platform up. And this is where I said a ladder is going to come in handy. We're going to count this block, so that's 1 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? And we should be able to place glass blocks, I think, on the 11th block, technically 10 above where the sapling's at. And this should, in theory, prevent large trees from growing, I think. Or the very large ones from growing. The ones that we can't reach all the things from. And then I'm going to just build one to the side. And I'm going to continue this all the way through all of this. Basically placing glass above every single section. And this is, like I said, going to prevent some of that spawning. Alright, so I'm placing my last few of the rails. I had to go ahead and make some more powered rails. I ended up using like all of my iron for the normal rails. Ugh, which was kind of like a punch in the gut, but that's fine. We'll mine up some more. And I did go ahead and get my saplings placed down just so we can get this tested whenever we get this thing started. So, to get this started, all we got to do is place the hopper cart on the track, give it a little push, and this should be off. And it literally should run itself at this point. And it should be pretty fast. I'm going to be watching for hang-ups and seeing if it does get hung up anywhere. It doesn't look like it should. This thing should mosey on its way pretty fast. Awesome. And now you're wondering, how is it going to pick up items? Because, I mean, it's going to be dropping. Well, that's what we're going to use slab. We're going to stick with the wood theme. And I'm going to go with slabs. And what we're going to do is we're going to put slabs right above it. And items that land, say items that land above this, should be picked up. So if we throw a stack here, if I can pick this up. If we throw a stack right there, that hopper should, it may not do it the first time, but it should pick up the items. And it, as you can see, it just did. And it deposits a few of them each time it comes around. Which is what I want it to do. I want it to kind of deposit those as it goes. So, we have that done. Let's go ahead and get this thing finished up. So, we're going to have to fill in each one of these sections. This will not only help with giving us a place to walk, it will catch the items. gonna have to watch for that hopper cart, because it's gonna be coming through here real quick. There it goes. And yes, we'll have this expanded. And like I said, most of the items should be picked up by that, making it a little bit easier on us to pick up items. And plus, we won't accidentally stop the cart by getting in its way. So yeah, I have a bit more of this to do. I'm just going to go ahead and slab the rest of it up. And guys, we have almost our first really decent tree farm. So for our cart system here, we're actually going to swap this out. We're actually going to make a normal docking station. This has just been temporary, so we can have these items set up temporary. Let's go ahead and take our chest back out. I'm going to get rid of one of these hoppers, and our cart is going to stop. That's okay. I'm going to actually pick it up soon. I do want this hopper facing downward, so let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to need a powered rail. I guess I threw my powered rails out. What did I do with my powered rails? I won't actually probably need this powered rail, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and we'll take this powered rail here. Oh, I have powered rails right here. What am I doing? What am I doing? Anyways, we still probably don't need that powered rail there, but I'm going to leave it here anyways. All right. So we have our cart. Let's go ahead and break this thing. We don't need it going right yet. We're going to set this up with a comparator running into a torch like this. And then above that, we will get a little bit of sand. Right here, we need the actual comparator. And we need it facing this direction, reading from this hopper. So basically it's going, oh, does this hopper have items in it? Yes, it does. When it has items in it, it sends a signal right here, as you can see. When there's no items in it, there is no signal. So you can automate a lot of stuff like that in vanilla with that method there. So let's go ahead and throw the... No, I always forget to hold... I always hold shift down, and I forget about the new mechanic. Okay, so this should work in theory. We place this there, and we put redstone here, not there, here. You should see that this is now a powered block, and if we put items in here, you can see that goes off now, right? All right, so that should mean we can place the powered rail. Well, there's a lot of junk in the way. Place a powered rail on top of the hopper, and while there's no items, it's fine. It will not power off. It should work like this. And then we're going to need some sort of block to put the other rail on. I'm going to actually use this because right here is our chest, and I need to be able to open it. So we'll just have a normal rail going here. Perfect. Now, if an item goes in here, say wood, it should immediately turn off. So as soon as it gets a signal for the cart, as soon as it drops an item in there, it should recognize that, take it out, and the cart will actually stop until it fully unloads. That is the point of this whole setup. Okay? And then we're going to surround this whole thing later on. Alright, so we just have a normal minecart. When we break it, it drops the hopper, so we have to remake the cart. Let's get this thing back on its path. Right? Can I nudge it? Nope, I will not be able to nudge it that way. Now we'll nudge it. Got that thing going now. Alright. And we'll just close this up, and we should, if it has items, which we'll give it some items. How about we give it some ladders? We'll give it some ladders. It should pick those up on its way back. And by the way, this will also prevent any type of mobs or anything from blocking this as well. Alright, so it should pick those up. And stop. Finish unloading. When it's done unloading all the items, all the ladders, into the chest, it will go again. Really cool. Really useful design. And then hopefully, once it's done, it may... Sometimes there may be an issue. It looks like there is an issue here. It didn't exactly work as intended. And I think that may have something to do with the fact that it stopped it a little too late. Not cool. Old redstone designs. So after quite a while of me trying to mess around with some redstone, I ended up making a detector rail, and this detector rail basically is stopping the circuit we have. And as you can see right here, I did raise this up so that way the cart is in a downward facing motion as if it's going to be pushed that way. And you'll see it'll detect here and stops here for just a slight second because when it hits this detector rail, it's actually powering this rail off. And we have to have this powered rail right behind this detector rail, at least one rail behind. It has to be very close because this needs a lot of momentum to get over this rail. And it needs to do it quick enough so that way this signal, once it hits here, has this in turn-off mode. Now, this will stay in turn-off mode if there's any items in the cart. But as you can see, there's not any, so it continues on its way. But if I give it some items to throw in there, we'll only give it a couple items. It'll pick those items up on its way back, and we'll see that it will deposit those items. Now, I do need some easier way to get the items out of this chest. We may have to route items some other way, but the cart should come back. I did already go ahead and clear out one section of this. By the way, this tree farm is awesome. I'm able to gather a bunch of stuff, but as you can see, it stops like I wanted it to, unloads, and then continues on its way. That is exactly what I wanted it to do. Oh, it's so nice. It's actually doing everything as intended. And then I can go ahead and cover this back up. I was adding sand all along the edges to kind of hide all the rails, so that way you can't really see too much of it. And like this, I can literally just cover this up. I want to use probably solid blocks here, and then cover those up, so that way we're not messing the rail system up by any means. And the same on this side, we can throw that there. All of this can kind of be covered. I can't cover the rail itself. That is something that I can't really fix. And I don't know if I put this here, I think that will actually stop the cart. I don't know. That may actually work. That might actually work. And then right here, what we can do is just set this up so we can come down in here. And I'll use like a solid slab. There. Perfect. On the outside, we'll just cover up this mess. That is all this redstone stuff, wiring and all that craziness that's going on right here. And yeah, we'll just kind of blend it in. Blend it in with the surrounding area. So I think that might be picking stuff up. No, it shouldn't be. It's just the fact that was blocking it. So you can't have anything there. Okay, but I can have this. I can do this. And that can be covered up that way. It does look like it comes through this on this side, which is kind of weird. But anyways, this will work. We'll just have like a little area right here where our items are flowing out. And this is like I said, this is our little docking station. All right, so with that cleared out, we have our way to get in here with the chest. Okay. Oh, is this being blocked again? I think so. I think something's blocking it. And you know what? It might be the fact that this is down here. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to send it on its way and see. Maybe there's literally something... Yep, it's that one right there. So weird. There can't even be a slab there. Okay. That's good to know, though. That's good to know. Alright, so we can go ahead and finish closing the rest of this up. I think it doesn't matter if there's redstone there. Anything like that. Is there an easier way, by the way, to access this chest? I think what we may end up doing is there's a way to push items up. We can either use bubble columns, which I think might actually work a little bit better, but we need some way to dispense items. So that's another thing. That's stuff we can work on later on. Honestly, this is just to collect the few resources that we're going to need. Very few resources, by the way. And it's just really easy for me just to reach down here and grab them. You know? I might even just make it so this is the hole there. And just like that, we can get down here and access our stuff. And I'll put slabs everywhere but there. And there we go. Because I don't want anything spawning in here. That's the thing that I'm most worried about. So there we go. Nothing should spawn. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. So we have all this ready to go. And we could probably cover that up with sand as well. Just kind of making this thing look a little bit like it's hidden. And there we go. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it is a tree farm. It is a tree farm. And once we get this all cleared out and we clear out all the trees, that's when I can just let the leaves drop. And this will automatically collect all of the drops from the leaves. So apples and saplings. So I won't have to worry about that. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already, and also ring that notification bell so you guys can stay notified when I do upload new videos. Hashtag notification squad down in the comments below if you guys are already, if you guys have already rang that notification bell. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well. And I will see you guys in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.